right, Joe, let's make some money. Who are you betting to win this series? And I just want you to know I'm taking the Celtics.
I'm with you, Molly. You're smart with your UConn takes. You're smart with your Boston take. That's the play. Minus 225 for this series is cheap. I think it should be closer to minus 300. But there are narratives that are driving the price, so I'm going to take advantage of the opportunity. On the Boston side, they haven't played anyone. It's been an easy path. Tatum and Brown can't close out in late games. On the Dallas side, it's all positive narratives. Luka's the face of the NBA. Luka's the best player in the NBA. Luka and Kyrie, the best backcourt in NBA history. Very disrespectful of Steph and Clay, but I digress. Beware the public dog. The public is following the narratives. They love Dallas here. Beware the public dog. Luka and Kyrie, they might have the edge over Tatum and Brown, but the next three best players all belong to the Celtics. Porzingis, Holiday, and White. I'm going with Boston here.
See, I'm not going with Boston. I'm going with the Mavs because of Porzingis. I know that Boston, I don't root against Jayson Tatum. I love Jayson Tatum. And Jaylen Brown got mad respect and love for him too. And I believe that they both will show up. My issue is I don't trust what they are without Porzingis in a series like this where you've got Gafford and Lively and you've got Derek Jones and P.J. Washington on the corners. I worry about that. If Porzingis is 100%, of course, Boston is the way to go. But without him, with him being severely compromised, which I think is still possible, I got to see him healthy to believe it. And I'm not there yet. That's why I'm going with the Mavs in 6.
You can't do that. You can't pick Dallas and then say you love Tatum and Brown.
Yeah,
but I love Luka. I love Luka and Kyrie.
It's called hedging your bets.
I love Luka and Kyrie. I love P.J. Washington, what I've been seeing them do. I did mention Lively and Gafford and Derek Jones. It ain't like I didn't mention the Mavs.
We think Luka and Kyrie are amazing, too. We just don't need your afterthoughts to hedge your bets.
Why not? Why not?
You play both sides here. You play both sides here.
Hey, that's how we win. Doggy contaminated me. That's where I got that from, Joe. Doggy contaminated me.
All right. Give me another play, Joe. I hear you like one involving Jaylen Brown and Kyrie.
All right, you can make a bet on which of these two players will score more total points throughout the entire course of the series. Brown is an even money underdog here. I'd play him over Kyrie. Both guys are the number 2 scoring option on their respective team. Brown scoring 25 points per game in the postseason. Kyrie scoring 22 points per game in this postseason. What's interesting is that Brown's gone over 40 minutes only 4 times. Kyrie Irving's gone over 40 minutes 10 times. In this series, they're going to play comparable minutes, which is an advantage for a guy like Jaylen Brown. Now, keep this in mind as well. This is going to be the hardest matchup Kyrie Irving's had in the entire postseason. Derek White and Drew Holiday. He's going to get his, but he's going to have a couple off nights, and that's going to be the difference. Brown will outscore Kyrie Irving.
Wow.
All right. Let's get a play for tonight's game, for game 1.
Let's lean right back into what we were saying. Kyrie Irving under 23.5 points. Again, terrible matchup with him for White and Holiday, who are going to be on him through the series. This is a guy who's played very well, but home-road splits, keep in mind. At home in the playoffs, 24 points per game. On the road in the playoffs, 21 points per game. He's gone under 23.5 points in 11 of 17 playoff games. This is a big ask for game 1, where Dallas has struggled. Game 1 against the Clippers, game 1 against the Thunder. They lost both those games. They failed to cover both those games. Irving under 23.5 total points tonight.
I completely disagree with you on this one. I'm going with the over with Kyrie on this one. I'm going to tell you why. The first 12 games of the postseason, he had a grand total of 19 points in the first quarter, okay? Anthony Edwards made the mistake of opening his mouth, and all of a sudden Kyrie comes out there against Minnesota in game 1 and lets him know. In this particular series, I think he recognizes the importance of starting out strong because you don't want a quality team, the best in the game, by the way, in the Boston Celtics, to start out with any unnecessary momentum. You might have been confident you could overcome Minnesota, confident you could overcome OKC, confident you could overcome the Clippers. The Boston Celtics are a different animal. Kyrie, the champion that he is, knows it. He knows he has to come out strong. I believe he will. I'm going with the over on the 23.5.
You're feisty today. You better have this ready tonight. You'll be hearing from me when this all goes south for you.
I love hearing from you anyway, so we good.